Hello and welcome back to the Libs Reaction Channel. I am Libs. This is episode 5 of The White Lotus season 3, and I am honestly so very excited for this episode for a couple of reasons. One, I think last episode was oddly enough, when I first watched it, I thought, I'm not so sure about this episode. And the more I reflected on that episode, I think it is like it went back to the roots of what White Lotus is. And that gives me such high hopes for this episode. I like the fresh energy we came into with this season, but also I would be remiss to say that I haven't noticed the conversation around missing kind of this essence of what the White Lotus is in terms of a show, and it usually is a little less intense, and it usually is more on that personal drama. And the last episode 4, was so rich in that. The conversation in the drama, in the dialogue, in the arcs of the characters, and it moved them along in such a way that was so nice. Like, this show is as if you are sitting on vacation or anywhere and just people watching and making up stories about the people around you that could or could not be true. And that is what this show is. And that is kind of what we got last episode. It was a little less intense, but still at the same time moving the story along. And this episode is titled Full Moon Party, which is, if you understand kind of the energy around a full moon, and I don't necessarily mean in the woo-woo sense, though yes, there is that to bring into the kind of probably character, maybe not necessarily character, but like the themes of the story, like what a full moon means in like the spiritual sense. And I say woo-woo with respect, okay, because I don't mean woo-woo as in like write it off, etc. I just mean as in there's a certain type of person who can like feel the energy of the world, and they don't necessarily need to experience it to feel it. And I do respect that. I think sometimes those people can become very and this is more of a personal anecdote, because I have leaned pretty woo-woo in my life, but they can become very is it depersonalized? Like, I lost sense with myself for a while, and I'm still always like working to gain that back. And I will say, working the job that I do, which is this, I spend a lot of time thinking about what people want instead of just being me. Or not necessarily that. I read a lot of comments of people who want me to be something other than just me. Like, I'll read comments that are like, can't believe you didn't react this way when this happened. And it's like, oh, I'm sorry I wasn't good enough. And sometimes I need to reframe that and be like, no. You were fine. You were you. You were reacting because you've lived the life that you have. So you saw that moment in the way that you did. You reacted as yourself. I'm not putting on a show. I'm not putting on an act. And sometimes I read comments, I'm like, man, I let people down because I didn't react the way they wanted me to. And isn't that a little funny? You would think, and this is something I think about a lot, you would think that you want to watch people react to see things through someone else's eyes. But a lot of times I think what happens is people want to see themselves through the reactor's eyes. So when I don't have the same reaction as you, it's almost like I'm telling you that you're wrong, but you're not. If we don't have the same reaction to something, neither of us is wrong, actually. We're just us. And that's, to me, why I like reacting. And like, I like having conversations where people see things a little bit differently, as long as they're in like kind spirit, because sometimes people, when you have a different reaction than them, instead of being like, oh my gosh, I can see how you saw it that way, or oh my gosh, you're a valid person experiencing life the way you've seen it through your eyes, they're like, you're wrong, you're dumb, you're wrong, you're stupid, you're a loser, you suck, get off the internet. And then in those moments I'm like, okay, well, but I'm also a sponge and I take all that shit in. So honestly, that's something I'm working on, and that's for a therapist, not for my YouTube community. So let's get into this. Episode 5, the full moon party. I'm very excited, but I am nervous. I did, for some reason, last episode think we only had like 2 more episodes. We have 4, so 5, 6, 7, and 8. So this is one of the 4 that we have left. So I apologize for that confusion. I don't know where I got that number, but I often don't really have a concept of how many episodes are in something. There have been many episodes of shows where I thought they were longer or shorter. So we're just here, along for the ride. This is a journey. Thank you for being here. Let's get into it. I'm Lips. If you want the full-length direction of this or anything else you see here on the channel, then where you want to go is over to Patreon. That is where you can get full-length directions. You need your own copy. You sync it up. We watch it together. And yeah, so that way if you want to watch things with like a little, with the full commentary that I have, by all means, that is where you go. Otherwise, don't forget to hit like on this video. And if you are watching this and you've made it all the way to this moment, where I am still yaptastic lips, hit that subscribe button. Unless you hate me, in which case, call your therapist. If you don't have a therapist, find a therapist. Because if you've made it to this point of this video, and you're still watching someone that you hate, that just doesn't seem healthy. It doesn't. Call someone. Otherwise, let's get into the video. Let's get into episode 5. I'm so excited. I'll see you in there. Oh, and also, welcome to my parents' house. I am in one of their spare bedrooms. And I'm excited to be here. So, if you're a little Lips lore, welcome to another location in the world of which I am bringing you content. It's kind of fun. I think it's kind of fun. It was fun. Last week, we watched from my sister's house. By we, I mean me and you. And this week, we're watching from the guest room in my parents' house. So, yes. New location unlocked. Like, you should get like a little prize for that. You know, like a trophy that you would get if you were gaming. Okay, anyway. Okay, now let's really get into the episode. I'll see you in there. Oh, Guy Talk's looking for the gun. Oh no. Buddy. Oh, he can find who has it. Duh.
Dad.
Is she about to tell them?
Hey, y'all, there's something I need to tell you both.
She is definitely picking up on where her dad is, and she is still like, I'm gonna tell you right now.
You know the monastery I wanted to visit here? The reason I asked to come here is so that I could check it out.
I don't understand. You
Move here. After I graduate. Meditate. And like immerse myself so I can really understand Buddhism and develop my spirituality.
But you're not a Buddhist.
Oh.
Yes, I am, Mom.
Honey, you're not from China.
Oh.
What does that have to do with
That
anything?
hasn't.
You can be interested in this stuff, but you could never really be it.
Okay, well, you call yourself a Christian, but you weren't born in Bethlehem.
Well, everyone I know is a Christian.
I thought we were here for your thesis, Bible.
There is no thesis.
I knew it. I knew it.
What?
Last episode, I knew it
There
at
is no
least.
thesis.
There's no thesis.
Or 2
We're
episodes
here
ago.
to check out this meditation center because I'm gonna live there for at least the next year.
You want to live in Taiwan?
What?
What?
That's not where we are. Mom, mommy, mama. different places. There was a lot to unpack there, though, about the religious conversation, which hopefully I remember in an hour to come back to. Because the theme of religion has been so big in this season.
Okay, Tuck. What are you doing? Something wrong?
Yeah, actually, the gun's gone. Oh, we're not going to say that, though.
Good. But
Oh, this guy's going to be
just a
pissed.
few minutes, please.
Okay.
Because he wanted a fire guy talk, didn't he? Oh, wow. I actually thought that the amount of lorazepam that the dad was on, that he was going to have like a, in the moment, a very calm, go with the flow response to that. And it almost seemed to sober him up.
People don't know what they want.
Granted, though, because it's, oh,
Here's a little secret.
hold on, I want to listen to this.
They just want to be used.
Oh, people just want to be used. Is that what he just said?
They're just sitting there waiting for someone to come along and tell them what to do.
That, do people really think like that?
I'm like the little magician. I just like innocent young guys. They see you naked, they shake, and you can see their little hearts beating inside their chests.
Oh.
I just want some attention.
She wants to screw Lachlan, not Saxon?
Oh, I could never cheat on Rick. I'm a romantic.
Yeah, because you actually love him.
Huh. When I was modeling, all the girls who were romantic ended up broke and brokenhearted. Or worse. What's worse?
Yeah, what's worse? Being broke sucks. But
Chloe likes your magic. It's good. I mean, she's a little bit older, more mature. That's what you need. And I'll try for the other one because she's so fucking rude to me that it turns me on.
ew.
And I love a good challenge, you know?
That's my least
Better
favorite thing
to go
about
for what you want in
Saxon
life and
is
get rejected than have the shot and not take it.
okay. Well, generally, I do agree with that form of thought when it doesn't come to humans that don't have interest in you.
Something really bad's gonna happen. Rick's a hothead. He gets into fights, but I'm always there to calm him down, so...
But you can't waste your whole life trying to rescue him.
He's like my child.
Oh,
He's 50.
he is not your child, baby. Oh, shit.
Hey, what are you guys doing over here?
You know, brothers being brothers. Brothers bonding, you know, brotherly love.
Brotherly love. If only they knew. Look, there's a penis-shaped rock in front of us, almost like foreshadowing the first episode, or the opposite of foreshadowing, backshadowing. Wait a second. Okay, hold on, because I wanted to let Saxon speak because his words felt impactful to the storyline and to the themes of the show. But Parker Posey's character, the mom, why is she acting dumb? Because we heard her speak Thai.
We're young.
Same here. We've been friends since we were young, too. Yeah.
No way.
Oh.
Alexia and I were in dance class together.
Oh, yes, ballet.
Oh, Johnny! Yes! Should we? Should we dance?
Rory, would you like?
Oh no. Wait, hold on. I need to look. Is that Valentine or is that Valentine's friend? Because those two guys do look alike. Vlad looks a little bit different, I think, on account of the bald hair. Bald head.
It appears you have many fans. One of our regulars was just asking me all about you.
Oh, and please tell me you told him nothing.
Who was it? He's an American. He has a lovely girlfriend, but he
Wait.
certainly seems interested in you.
Wait, he said guest, didn't he? Greg's not staying here, though. But we did see them talking, I think.
You're gonna live in some dirty monastery for a year with a bunch of grungy kids who have no purpose?
Whoa.
I need to figure out what makes me happy. Okay? Obviously, I'm not Saxon. I'm not just gonna sign up to all of the...
All the what?
all the bullshit.
Oh. It's interesting because I feel like her and Lachlan are actually going through very similar identity issues, which I think is probably why they connect. But Saxon does seem very confident in his direction in life, and that would be really, like, comforting for someone like Lachlan. But Piper, she's too disillusioned to it. I don't think she'll ever be able to. And also, I don't really agree with Saxon's view on life, so I get Piper more. Okay, I can't tell if Jacqueline wants to fuck those ladies or make them jealous.
Love the race, King.
But also, wait a second. Why is Jacqueline sandwiched in between the... Okay, well, there Laura goes. Okay.
All freaked out. The guy that was asking about me. I know him. I just found out today.
Oh, no.
She's dead.
Fabian is going to be on the bad side, isn't he?
She was murdered. And Greg was her husband.
Gary?
Oh, she sounds like she sounds crazy. Because obviously they're going to be like, no, his name is Gary.
It's just, I'm a little worried because he's asking about me. Because I recognized him, okay? And I think he could be, you know, a little dangerous.
I don't think you should tell this guy. I don't trust him.
The Americans, Italy, maybe we call all the police.
Maybe I make it better.
The police.
What?
Right.
You may be mistaken.
Right.
And we shouldn't even be gossiping. It's bad form to talk about a guest in this way.
Either he's protecting her from something, or he's in on it. Or he just really loves his job.
I didn't sense Gary had any ill intentions.
So
He
it was
just
Greg.
curious.
So he's in on it.
Madame, bonsoir. Ça va?
Oh, I hate him. Oh, that makes me so angry. She should tell the other guy.
I'm just trying to understand why you've become so extreme.
From my point of view, it's not extreme.
You'll be dropping out of society, Piper.
Out of society. Out of society to them.
Different than what?
Than the ones we gave you.
Yeah, that's kind of the idea.
Like the whole point, Mom. The lorazepam is hitting him, or is still in his system at least.
I'll be right back.
Uh-oh.
He's in shock.
How have you not noticed your missing pills and your husband's new attitude? What are you gonna do? Just ask it?
I cannot find something.
Oh.
I think you have it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, interesting. Because he did seem like so afraid when he was first, what he thought was confronted about it. He was like, what are you talking about?
So what happened to your man?
He had to go to Bangkok.
Well, no old men with issues here tonight.
Oh, trust me, you've got issues.
No. I'm a fresh breeze, baby. I can be anything you want
Oh my goodness, you have issues, buddy.
How about you just be not weird?
Yeah, you tell him. Oh, I love her so much. She still is my favorite character. Wait, but okay. Rick? I'm confused about Rick's financial status. Because this looks like a damn nice hotel. And I thought Chelsea said that they were spending above their means for the White Lotus. Granted, the actual value of the hotels at the White Lotus are $10,000 a night, I think.
Look at this guy.
My man, what's happening? Great to see you.
Wow, you look great, man.
Oh my god, it's our buddy.
Thirsty?
Yeah, whatever you want, man.
Yeah.
Bar's right through here.
Hmm. Whatever you want, man. Whatever you're paying for, you mean. Are those the subtitles there? Oh, what? What a dance move.
He made me look good.
Stop it.
You guys looked amazing.
Laura, you're a very, very
Snake
sexy dancer.
tattoo boy. Oh no. I mean, yay for her for being called a sexy dancer, but oh no for being the snake tattoo boy. Guy. Man.
Jacqueline, we only see that in movies. Salut boy.
Salut boy.
Salut boy.
Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf.
That is such an American thing to do. I respect that actually from her. I respect it. Wait. No, it was okay. It was like, shoot, Lori, right? Well, she was the one who went to the hotel room the first night with that bottle of wine. But she's also supposed to be this like put together corporate girly in New York woman. Or like,
What if it's a cult, Piper?
The monk who runs it, he has written major books.
So Charles Manson wrote books.
she's not wrong. People drank the Kool-Aid.
Does he look like Charles Manson to you?
No, but he doesn't look normal. He looks like a Hare Krishna.
Okay, well that's rude.
They're sex cults, Piper. Nexium.
Okay, Mom, well, if it's a cult with 1 billion members, okay?
Still a cult. Look at the Catholics. Look at them. Organized religion and deviant sex can go hand in hand.
What? Wait, I'm a little confused, Mommy. I thought we were all for the Catholic Church.
I'm gonna go over there first thing tomorrow, and your father's gonna have a nice visit with him, right, Tim?
Lorazepam Daddy?
Yeah, sure, I'll talk to him.
I don't even have my lorazepam. I'm gonna have to drink myself to sleep.
Oh, well, let's put the wine down and think about maybe why Piper would want to do this and just talk to our daughter.
I don't think it's just hard for her to get a head around, honey. You know?
This is how I thought Daddy was going to react.
Pink for the lady.
I'm gonna make this call.
Oh, come on, just drink it. Come on.
I really don't want her to fall for Saxon. I really do not. And I don't think that she will, but if she does, I'm going to be pissed.
One day, I'm gonna take you down.
Oh.
Yeah?
Why was that so sexually coded?
Saxon doesn't do drugs. No, I am the drug. Woo!
Break it. Come on.
Dude.
Lachlan.
Don't be mad.
What's the problem?
Nothing.
Uh-oh. Here, also harshen the vibe, Saxon did.
I hope you're okay. Bye.
She won't be able to think about anything except for... Oh.
Whatever. I'm ready to have fun.
Oh, never mind. Never mind, she hit that wall, didn't she?
What is it?
Come on. This is our one night away from the grumpy old geezer.
Will you please just tell...
Take it.
That's true.
They're not the same. Maybe they are. I thought Chelsea and Rick are like genuine though.
Okay. Okay. I don't normally take drugs, so don't take advantage of me. Let's go.
I'm nervous, but also excited for the plot.
You're not drinking? Been sober 10 months.
Okay, and we support that.
I don't think we've ever hung out sober. Well, what can I say? You know, I found religion. It's so good to see you, dude. I also wanted to bring you what you asked for. I appreciate it. Hope you don't have to use that. What, you getting tender-hearted on me? Praise Buddha.
stop drinking, but will still bring his friend an unmentionable, probably a weapon, I'd imagine.
Okay, I think we should go.
Yeah. What? We should go.
No, don't go. It's normal. They always fight like this.
No, we need to go.
You guys should come back to the villa. I'll get you a taxi and we'll meet you back at the hotel.
Did Valentine do that?
I don't think that's a very good idea.
You know what? And I agree with her.
I think we should just go to bed, don't you?
I'll see you back at the villa.
Ooh. Yikes. Look, they may not agree with her on the political front, but on the front of like, should they go to bed or should they not? I do think they should go to bed.
I'm telling you.
Oh, good. Finally, someone's safe.
Hey, I'll keep you safe.
What is that sound?
Sounds like it's coming from right outside.
Nope. Sounds like it's inside.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. He's inside of her bedroom with a glass of wine? No, you all are inside of this bedroom with me with a glass of wine, but it ain't the same thing.
Shit! What the fuck? Jesus!
Oh, it's just a lizard.
You're going home now. Okay. Go.
You're going home now.
Okay.
Oh, God.
It's cute.
Seriously, what was that?
A lizard. And maybe I should go.
Well,
Please stay. Zion will be here tomorrow, and then I'll have him. But for tonight, it's just, and I'm a little scared.
I like the slow burn with them, so I don't want them to like force it, but also a night together. It'll be their last night alone together. I think that seems nice.
What are people gonna say?
Oh, about Piper? Well, don't you worry. They won't have a lot to say because I don't even think she'll get the chance.
I won't worry about that.
Yep.
You can do everything right, but still, at any moment, something can come along and upend everything.
So there's a theory that she set the like FBI stuff in motion. With that alone, I don't think she did. Oh, good. Yes, drinking and swimming. With two very fit men, one with a snake tattoo. I don't feel good. It's so funny because the villa pool scenes feel so full of people, and these scenes almost like everyone in the background floats away. And by these scenes, I mean the scenes with the brothers. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. A different kind of uh-oh. The first uh-oh was like a uh-oh. Things are getting too sexy between the brothers. And now this uh-oh is uh-oh. Lachlan seems to have fallen asleep.
I was picking up girls every night. Always different ones. You know, after about 1,000 nights like that, I started wondering, where am I going with this? What is desire? I realized I could fuck a million women, I'd still never be satisfied. Maybe what I really want is to be one of these Asian girls.
Oh. Huh? Like
Really?
Okay.
You know?
Hey, I'm not judging.
One night I took home some girl, turned out to be a lady boy. Instead of fucking the lady boy fucked me.
Ah, a little gay awakening.
And it was kind of magical.
Okay. Good for you.
And I got it in my head that what I really wanted was to be one of these Asian girls getting fucked by me and to feel that.
Harder for me to wrap my head around, but
So I put out an ad.
no king shame.
Found a guy looked a lot like me. Then I put on some lingerie and perfume, made myself look like one of these girls. And then this guy came over and railed the shit out of me. And then I got addicted to that.
Okay, so just maybe you're a sex addict.
And at the same time, I'd hire an Asian girl to just sit there and watch the whole thing.
Oh.
And I think I am her, and I'm fucking me.
Oh. A lot to unpack there.
It's a metaphor. Metaphor for what? Are we our forms? Am I a middle-aged white guy on the inside, too? Or inside, could I be an Asian girl?
Okay.
I don't know.
Guess I was trying to fuck my way to the answer.
It does seem like that's what you were trying to do. Yes.
Well, I got into Buddhism, which is all about, you know, spirit versus form, detaching from self.
Okay.
Being sober isn't so hard. Being celibate, though, it's...
So you're sober and celibate. To be Buddhist, you have to be both.
I'm a fucking great lawyer. And I was like, maybe I'll just leave. Maybe I'll go to K&E and tell them to fuck off.
Wait. She not work at her job anymore then?
You know what, guys? I think the night's over.
Hey, it's real for that.
I'm so sorry. We're old ladies. We are not.
Yes, we are. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh, Lori would like a little canoodling, I think.
Bye.
Very interesting, because usually it's like two of them talking shit and one of them on the outside, but this way it's like it's still someone on the outside. It's just two of them getting wasted and one of them on the outside.
Have fun. Yes. Or you should have hooked up with them.
With them?
All of them?
One of them? Two of them.
Also, get that glass away from the pool. Oh, okay, Lori. I do feel a lot better knowing that they're all going to bed alone. Oh. But what's happening here?
Should I sleep in this bed?
There's room in this one, there's room in that one, there's, you know, like either way. But just so you know, this is consent. If that is, you guys do that here? We just started, so there's...
We just started.
Whatever is...
Sorry.
Whatever is clever.
Oh, this is so sweet. Oh, that feeling is nice when you have a crush on someone and you just, no one's made a move yet and you're like, is this? Are we both?
Oh, what now? I'm so worried.
Oh.
Now, I have pain too. Yeah, bad things have happened to me. You ever see me walking around feeling sorry for myself?
No, actually, we usually see you very happy.
You're gorgeous.
Uh-oh.
Should the four of us just... No. Rick, calm down.
Well, why? Would he kill you?
I just feel terrible.
Don't say that.
Well, Gary might kill me. I honestly think he's capable of it.
Oh!
But you know what, right now? That is
Girl?
I'm willing to take.
You're willing to take being murdered. You're willing to...
The little magician.
It's crazy.
Little magician is gonna do his little magic.
No, I think Chelsea might. Chloe, Chloe is Chloe. I'm not attached to Chloe. I don't have to stand behind what Chloe does. With Chelsea, I don't want her to do something that I don't want her to do. You know? I feel more attached to what she does.
Yeah. It's good to see you too, man.
I guess I'll see
That's
you on the
because, I don't know,
astroplane
maybe
or whatever.
Rick's gonna
Whatever they say.
have some sort of spiritual awakening in Bangkok.
I may need another favor from you. It's not a big deal, just a little role play.
Hey, well, I owe you one, so let me know.
Bit of role play. What kind of role play, Rick? Maybe Rick is like, maybe I too want to feel like a girl. Finally! The husband? No. Oh, Jacqueline. Pawning off these men onto her single friend and then taking them for herself. She's too drunk. She is too drunk. Oof. Hi, Rick. Another gun unlocked. Figured that was what was in that bag, but now that we see it, uh-oh. How did he? No, he got on a plane though. He can't fly that back. No, what's happening? Okay. Clothes are on, it would seem. There's a lot to unpack here because there's the age difference, there's the drunkenness, the drugs, the cheating. The cheating was the first one. I just couldn't, for some reason, that word eluded me. Oh. All while Rick is calling. Okay, well, Lachlan's going too hard. Ain't no way his wand is putting on a magic show tonight. Chelsea wanted this call from Rick so badly. You know what? He should have called her sooner. That's on him. But not. Doesn't mean he deserves to be cheated on. What? I'm sorry, what? No. Oh, we really went there. Okay. I was really hoping that the first episode would be a red herring about incest. Oh. Lachlan. Oh no, not Lachlan then putting a bottle into his mouth. Distraught. I'm so sorry. I love you. Oh. He's going for the take out myself route. I had a theory that he could potentially go for the family annihilator route. I can't do it. Look at that hesitation. Whoa.
Write a note. Something I gotta remember to do.
Can't you sleep?
If she was lorazepam out, she would have never done that.
You haven't been acting like yourself, Tim. What's going on?
To understand the expectations from day one.
From, well, I mean, his
I haven't known a single day without all this shit put on me.
What if what was his grandpa, like the governor?
It's not, I'm sorry. It's just stress.
No, it's not.
There's no reason to be stressed, Tim. You've already succeeded in every way.
In a second.
You know, a sad thought. His family finding out about this fraud might be the only way to break the cycle with Saxon. Because Saxon will surely go down the same path, but like possibly even worse. Because his moral compass of right and wrong seems to be so off kilter.
Please, God. Please. Tell me what to do.
Return the gun. A lot of coming back to religion. Well, not really. There's always been a theme of religion in this season. But that ending part where Daddy is praying to God. And then we have all the commentary, like right in the get-go, where Piper and her mom are talking about religion. And of course, we have a lot of Buddhism coming through. We have Rick's friend. I don't even really know if this is necessarily Buddhism in that aspect, but like he's talking about himself finding Buddhism, right? And kind of trying to step out of the, I don't even know what it is, like the grasps that hold him in the drinking, sex, etc. lifestyle that he had. A lot of religious moments today, which is a huge theme in this season. Huge theme. And across the board, it's like, it's this moment of people looking for the answers through the religion, and then also like, even when, no, seeking out new religions when they can't seem to find the answers they want in wherever they are in life at that moment. It's almost like there's this like trying to find escape through religion. Like they're like trying to, like they feel like they're doing something wrong. And like, I don't know, maybe with the fraud. I mean, yeah, that's wrong. But I don't really think Daddy was talking about the fraud. I think he was talking about like, should I shoot myself, right? Should I do that? Should I take that act? Should I take this act and take my life? He's praying to God about that. Like seeking comfort, seeking answers. All like almost always and only in their darkest moments, never in their like highest moments. One of the like reoccurring kind of themes and concepts of the show in this season is like this desire to escape yourself, this desire to be something new. And like, I think the interesting placement of like a wellness resort in like a spiritual place is that you can almost convince yourself that like you're gonna come away a new person. And there's a couple of things that are wrong with this. One, very rarely are people in a place to go to an experience like that where they leave their old life behind. So if you have to then go back to your old life and you have to go back to your old ways and you have to return to your old job, you have to return to your life, you have your family and people are counting on you and X, Y, and Z, you can't really ever escape yourself. And yeah, some of these people kind of want to leave their jobs or things, but like they want to leave like what they identify as sometimes. And we see that in the essence of Rick's friend a little bit. It's like they want to find this place where they can put on this new persona, this new personality, kind of break free of the structure of the expectations of themselves. And I think that is nice. I think that is one of the nice things about having the three women, the three gossip girls on the trip, because they are all, well, two of them are married and one of them, well, two of them are mothers, but two of them are currently married. One of them is recently divorced or divorced at some point. And a lot of women's identities get wrapped up in their jobs. And I'm speaking as women. I'm sure this happens to men also, but I'm speaking as women because, like, kind of speaking for myself, right? Someone who's experienced this from the lens of a woman. Get wrapped up in relationship, job, and like motherhood. And honestly, like, relationship in terms of those three things, relationship almost seems like the easiest one to distance yourself from. And we almost see that in like the Chloe and the Chelsea aspect, where they're like seemingly edging on they're on the brink of cheating on their partners. Well, Chloe and Chelsea already kissed, which we saw. So that in a lot of relationships would already be cheating. It doesn't matter if it's a woman, it doesn't matter if it's the same sex. That is already cheating to some. It just depends on the kind of communication you have in your partnership. But then, like, and we see it with the men a lot in this show, like Saxon and the dad specifically, that like their identity is in their career and their job and their success. And then, like, I don't really know what like the mom's identity is in. Lorazepam, maybe. My identity is Lorazepam. But she seems to be really wrapped up in this idea of wealth and status in society. And if she's that upset about Piper wanting to explore a new religion, she may take the gun herself and do the shooting if she finds out that they no longer have wealth. If she finds out that the Ratliff family no longer has wealth, she may be the one to do the shooting. She's off lorazepam. She's going through withdrawals. Like, she might go off the deep end. Because I honestly, the way that the dad is praying at the end of this episode, I'm like, I don't actually think you're going to be the one to do the shooting of any shooting. I don't think you're going to shoot yourself. I thought maybe he was going to go kind of a family annihilator route, but I don't know what it is. Obviously, the mom coming out and being like, what are you doing? Like, that kind of spooked him. It scared him. That kind of scared him. And then instead of picking the gun back up, he prayed and he was like, what should I do here, actually? And I think that's very interesting because obviously if the mom had still been doing her lorazepam, she would not have woken up for that. She would not have woken up to come check on him. But she cannot drug herself to sleep. She cannot drug herself at all. So she is very awake. She is very alert. Well, I wouldn't necessarily say very alert because still somehow she has not put two and two together that her husband is the one that stole her pills, but whatever. But there is an interesting thing with the idea of like wanting to kill off a part of your identity or kill off like, I'm using the phrase kill off because like obviously we know there's like gunshots at some point. And gunshots a lot of times can lead to death. So, and correct me if I'm wrong, but in the Buddhist religion and in the Buddhist culture, dying is almost like being reborn. It's a way to like untie yourself from identity. So it's almost, and that, and you know what? When I say that out loud, that is actually a little bit scary because there have been themes and there have been theories that everyone will die this season And when I say that sentence out loud, that Buddhists believe that dying, and I'm probably butchering this, and if you know like the correct ideology around this, please do let me know, but also please be kind. I'm not trying to be rude. That dying is a form of rebirth, is a form of like detaching from the identities that hold you and like constrain you. So dying is a way to break out of that, and this whole season has felt like multiple people have wanted to like break out of the things that like their identities. They want to kind of expand their identities, and a lot of people go to like resorts like this. Granted, it's like a whitewashed version of like a spiritual resort. Yeah, it's a tourist version of a spiritual resort, I should say. And it does seem like there's an essence of that there, but they're also like, whatever, you can still be you. We don't really care. You spent $10,000 a night to be here, so. But still, like, they can, if they, maybe it's like everyone's leaving here, either like you are spiritually reborn or you're going to detach from your identity via death. And that's kind of scary. It is scary. I think this season has been intense, and like last episode was like one of the least intense episodes, I would say, but it was a really good comeback to I think what this show has been in the past, which is like really good dramatic human development and character development. And what I mean by that is like the problems that these people are facing are not too unrealistic, likely unrealistic to the modern person, to the average person. But they're also like, who amongst us, especially those of us who are watching the show and who are here sitting and listening to me yap about it, who amongst us hasn't done some people watching and made up fake stories about people? That is what this show feels like. It is like sipping on a glass of wine at a table on the sidewalk of a cutesy restaurant, and you watch people go by, or you watch other people in the restaurant, and you make up stories about them with whoever you're with. That is what this show feels like a lot of the times. And I think this season started off feeling a little bit more intense than that. And then episode 4 kind of came back to the roots of that. It felt like, oh yes, this is a form of gossip, but it's not harming anyone because all of these people are fake. But then the joke of it all is that, oh wait, actually, maybe you can take something away from this. Like maybe you too are trying to escape who you are. Maybe you also are trying to like explore a new religion or explore a new path of life. Or maybe you too are marrying someone who you thought was dying, and then they end up killing you and taking all of your money. Maybe you too, you know? Just kidding. Rest in peace, Tanya. In addition to the return to, I think, the essence of the White Lotus show, which I feel like people are probably pretty happy about, we get a return to incest. Yay. No. Scary. And continuing on kind of the religious theme, and then also the theme of like trying to figure out who you are and trying to kind of like strip away your outward appearance and understand your inside appearance more, is Rick's friend. And perhaps some of my favorite dialogue so far of this season, because I think there was a lot of good quality openness to that conversation. And while some of it seems very uncomfortable, what I can resonate with and what I will speak more on, other than I'm not going to spend time judging, I'm not going to spend time kink shaming, I'm not going to spend time breaking down if somebody's well, granted, they're not being a pedophile as far as we know. They're not being abusive. They're not being homophobic. They're exploring their sexuality. I'm not going to break down any sort of like alarming things that they said. But I will break down this kind of like desire to not always feel stuck to your outside appearance. And I think what he said was very relatable and very, well, I mean, not necessarily exactly what he said, but I think for me, it like kind of struck a nerve. Like, granted, a little bit of lip slur here for you, a little bit of something that'll help you understand where I'm coming from with this, is I have struggled for the last few years with very much like a depersonalization moment, like trying to figure out if I am who I am, not in a sexual way, not necessarily in an outward facing way, just like a struggling to understand what is real and what isn't. And there's a lot of reasons why, and we don't need to get into that, but it's like, it's been very confusing, and it's very, some days it's a lot and some days it's a little. And there are days when I'm like, there are days where it ebbs and it flows, and it's like, I feel like myself today and I don't feel like myself. And I think I'm not alone in that. I think that there are days where like we all can feel very like we wake up and we feel like we are who we are and we're in the body that we are. And maybe other people feel this way, maybe other people don't, but there are days where like I wake up and I'm like, I'm not me. This doesn't feel like me. This doesn't feel like my body. This doesn't feel like my face. This doesn't feel like my personality even sometimes. And it's very weird. And I've had, and I don't like it. Like I almost would rather be a Saxon, aside from the like way he abuses people around him. I would almost rather be like this person who's so confident and that they are like where they are, even if it's delusional, rather than this person who's like forever lost, even in their own mind and body. But so I relate to that, and not in the very specific ways that Rick's friend did. Definitely not in those very specific ways. Let me reiterate that. But yeah, I depersonalization is like a really, I think it's depersonalization is the word you would use for it, but it's, if you've ever dealt with that, it's a real bitch. It's a real bitch, and it kind of makes a lot of life feel not like yours. But yeah, I relate to this idea, and that's why I relate to Piper a lot. And I like Piper a lot. It's like she has this idea of like running into trying to be nothing, which I think is actually why I'm in the position that I am mentally sometimes. Because I was Piper at one point. I tried so hard to be nothing that I then think parts of me did become nothing. And now I realize that actually you actually can't live as nothing. You actually can't be nothing. You are always something, even if you don't grasp on to the something that you are. You cannot run away from yourself. You are living in a human shell, and you need to be present with it. You need to. You can't run away from it. You can't. I'm getting so off tangent. I'm just treating this as like a form of like trying to figure out myself. But like, yeah, you can't run away from being human. I mean, you can do the final act that takes you away from that, but I wouldn't recommend that. I definitely wouldn't recommend that. And if you're thinking of that, please don't. And please reach out to a resource and a hotline and but like please reach out to a resource and a hotline that can help you in that, because that's really scary. And if you are in a place of depersonalization, then and that extreme part of it, then know that like you're not alone in that. And that is why a lot of people search for different kinds of things in life, to feel something, to feel alive. And it's so funny that I personally found the least alive side of my life by trying to not attach myself to anything, which at the time I thought was like a great way to live. I thought like, well, yeah, if I don't attach myself to my career, my identity, my blah, 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 then I'll feel so alive. I'll feel so free. And it's so interesting because the human experience is to be attached. To be alive is to be attached. Anyway, I'll leave you with that. But I will also leave you with the thought and the theme of, do our insides have to match our outsides? I'm of the belief that they don't, but also, like I just said, to try to fully detach from being a human is to run away from the experience of being a human itself. And if we do only get one life, then I would rather feel fully human and feel the highs and the lows of attachment rather than the emptiness of disassociation. And I leave you with that, for better or worse. As always, if you want the full-length reaction to this or anything else, that's over on Patreon. You need your own copy to watch along. Otherwise, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And if you made it all this way, hit that subscribe button. Unless you're hate watching, in which case, why? All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Toodaloo.